Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today I'm gonna show you the decks that I'm actually using for the second stage. I made some tests, and in the end, as I thought in the beginning, Burning Abyss is just the best one. So I'm gonna show you some top tier replays with some spicy plays so that you can learn from and maybe use for your own advantage, of course, if you're playing this deck. So I'm gonna just show you really quickly the deck list, because it's one of those I already showed into the channel. So if you wanna know all the combos and the full deck list breakdown, you can check the video about the Burning Abyss stuff, of course. And just before beginning, guys, a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So let's have a quick look to this. As you can see right there, this is the classic deck list that I showed you with the double skill successor, and I honestly, I'm really thinking that this can be really nice to play at 2, even if you do not have the skill prisoner. There's a card that I do not have that was suggested to me. As you can see right there, it is a very nice card that has a nice effect in the graveyard, but to be honest, I do not have it, and it is actually, to obtain it, you have to open a really old box, as you can see right there, from February 2019. It's 3 years ago, so the cards that are in there are just not worthy anymore. This card is really good though, because in the graveyard you can banish this card and target one card you control this turn. You negate any monster's effect that target that card. So that is pretty nice, a complete protection, but it's not a protection from backrows that I think is the main issue. So it's very good, but the skill successor won't make you regret it. So really the same that I used before. The only change that I did make was to add a couple of Libich, just to have that extra OTK potential with the extra summon, and even during your opponent's turn, being able to summon a monster from your hand can result in an extra protection. So really nice, to be honest. So I put the Elich 2/2 and the Libich. I inserted double Libich, and I also put the Rubich 2, just because I have only 2 Virgil, so that's fine. And also all these guys are searchable, remembers that, so you really do not need it. And you're gonna see also a replay where this little boy was so useful and made me win the duel. So stay tuned for those guys, real top tier plays and top tier replays. Let's go. Here we go, my boys. The first replay, it's here with against Bakura. Let's see what he's got. It's us to begin, and look at that. We are the tour guide from the underworld as a first turn play, and of course this is really nice. As you can see right there, Dante directly into Beatrice, and because we have everything we need, I didn't use the effect of Dante to mill because we had the Scarm, so there's nothing else we need. And he's got Necrots right there, so he's got Shurits, you can see right there, tributed to go into Necrots of Valkyrius, and then the effect of Shurit to add another Necrots ritual monster to his end. At this point, using the effect of Valkyrius to draw a couple of cards more, and so that is you can use also the effect from the spell card in the graveyard, because he had no monster on the field, but decided to go with the Manju summon, as you can see right there. And but we remember that we got that. I put the Beatrice in attack position because we had this success just for that surprise factor, but as you can see right there, he didn't go through. He just went for that. At this point, look at this. I used the effect of Beatrice to send the skill successor to the graveyard, and then in the end phase, I used the other one that I had set, so that in the next turn, in my turn, I will be able to use both the skill successors effect as a surprise, because I'm sure 100% that people do not bother reading this card. So and exactly as I predicted, look at that, I just used I just summoned Farfa to trigger its effect, because of course I control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster. So Farfa to the graveyard, I can banish the Manju, use the skill to get rid of him permanently, and then I can just attack, damage step at this point. I can just go with the double skill successor that makes me at 4k, actually 4100, so that's more than enough to take him out. So use the skill successor surprise factor in order to finish your opponents that are just trying to saving their resources. There you go. Here we go, my boys. This might be a mirror match, if I'm not wrong. We got again the tour guide, very lucky right there. But guys, to be honest, tour guide is not needed. I mean, you have a 95% chances of going first with the Beatrice, just because you need 3 monsters to do that. 3 different monsters and you're good to go. Really nice, to be honest, and really easy. And with the with the monster that we got 16 monsters out of 20 cards, so it's really very likely that we're gonna have at least 3 monsters on our hand. So that's why I talk about I talk of a 95% chance. So keep in mind that in the end phase. So keep in mind that all the things you want to have, it's a Scarman first in the graveyard, just to have your extra search since the beginning, and maybe one among Sir or Libich into your Xyz material, so that you can trigger multiple effects at a time, of course. And there you're good to go, of course. The ideal hand is when you have a breakthrough skill, so you have also an effect negation, but of course it's not gonna happen always. So it's got triple monsters, you can see right there. As soon as he summoned the Dante, of course guys, if you have Beatrice, always play with your toggle on, don't forget that. So of course I use the effect of Farfa to banish the Dante that loses his materials at this point, and he has the effect, but that is not a problem. Now Dante without nothing, the only thing we have to get we have to take care of is the Seer, and to do that we do not have to send it to the graveyard. So we either shuffle into the deck with Virgil, or we just banish it with Farfa again. So what I did was just to use the effect of Beatrice to get rid of the Seer by banishing it with the effect of Farfa that I just sent to the grave with the effect of Beatrice. And then at this point, actually, as you can see right there, I decided to go with the Beatrice banishment. So I banished my own Beatrice because I wanted to be able to summon more Burning Abyss monster. I went straight with the Virgil because I have plenty of cards in my hand, as you can see right there. Virgil effect to actually banish that straight away, and then Libich and also the other guy summon, what's his name, Libich and Seer summon. So we have another Dante. At this point we have more than lethal, as you can see right there, and we can just attack. So this is one play that you actually might need in case the Beatrice is stopping you from going into all lane actually and killing your opponent. So you have to sometimes you will need to banish your own Beatrice to be able to go with more plays. Keep in mind that that is something that you can do. So, and then as you can see right there, I'm just going all in with my 2 guys. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. A third replays against Yami Yugi. This was a nice one. So we got Lunalight to actually with the 5 formation to begin with, and then the bird to discard the Martin so that he can look for his Lunalight fusion, and he didn't go for it. So I guess he has at least an entrap in his hand. So I went just with the Virgil stuff, and Dante wanted to actually test if he had an entrap. I was trying to be luck and maybe to finish him off. So I went with the Virgil stuff to shuffle that into the deck, but with the effect of Martin, when it's removed from the field, he gets to be banished. So I could use the Mind of the Plana to get rid of that. Then another summon, as you can see right there, to go into Dante. Now I have, and at this point, because I didn't want to trigger the Destiny Draw, I used the effect of Dante, but I only milled 1. I was unlucky though. So I attacked with Dante, so just to be a chillin and inflict damage not to trigger Destiny Draw, and at this point I'm good to go because he used Sphere Kuriboh, so all my monsters are in defense position. I do not have to worry about the Nazi K with the effect of the Fox, so at this point there's nothing he can do. I just stopped the Emerald Bird just to make him have less resources, and just because I was afraid of the Rabbit to take care of my breakthrough skill, so he went with the big boy that is untargetable. Keep in mind that, so we have no way to get rid of that with our Burning Abyss card. So we popped our Virgil, so we draw a card, but at this point we just need another monster and we're good to go. But we even do not need that because we can use the effect of Seer, for example, to have an extra summon, but we just gone for that, and boom, the DDD Stone King Darius. This little guy is so useful because when he attacks a monster, you can detach and exceed material. This card can't be destroyed. You still take the damage, but then after the damage calculation, you inflict 250 damage to your opponent, and you get to destroy that opponent's monster without targeting it. So that's exactly what I did to get rid of the big boy, and then with my Dante I can just go for the lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. This was the fourth one against Yugi Muto right there. So we've got the it's us to begin. As you can see, 4 monsters, so we're chilling. We can just go into an easy stuff with Dante at this point because we've got everything as comes gonna be in the graveyard, so we do not need to mill. And this is actually an important choice because we do not have we're not playing 30 cards, so you do not want to waste your cards for that. So we got the Beatrice, and at this point with Beatrice next turn we're going to be able to trigger both 2 effects. So we can either discard a Farfa, detach a Farfa to send a knowledge, so we can negate a monster and banish another one. So we're chilling. It's got Thunder Dragon. Actually this might be Gandora if I remember correctly, and exactly was Gandora with Determination to Fight. He had the Giga Raise Gandora with the effective skill, and then as you can see right there, he went for the directly with the summon. But at this point what I did is that I detached Dante to send the knowledge to negate that, so that I'm chilling just in case he got rid of Beatrice without destroying it. So this means without triggering its second effect, I still get to save myself because I have a Seer that will allow me to summon a monster from the graveyard, and plus I have a Farfa that will allow me to banish a monster he has. So for sure it's not gonna be able to finish me. Actually the only thing you can do is go for an Abyss Dweller to stop effect from the graveyard, but I don't think it's gonna do that. So as you can see right there, Dante's effect to recycle a monster from the graveyard. It's got the Infinity Track right there with the summon of Red Gadget. So now you can use the Infinity Track to make all level 8. And it is exactly what it did to go directly into a Erratic Son of Overlord. He uses the effect, but this time we do not need the other guy's effect because now Beatrice is going to be triggered. So we can summon... look at that, triple effect. So Farfa to get rid of the Heliopolis, the Seer to summon a Farfa again on the field that he has more defense than my boy, and then Beatrice effect to summon a Virgil. At this point Virgil to get rid of the Heliopolis, use the effect of Seer once again, and he just scooped, of course, because we have plenty of stuff to do. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This, my boys, was the duel that I lost that interrupted my 8th win streak. So I actually lost to an enemy controller. I was unfortunate, also because I didn't have all the stuff that I wanted to have among my materials, otherwise I would have been in a better spot. So as you can see right there, we've got the first turn Skarm and Farfa, and we have Dante. Of course we're gonna summon Beatrice, we're gonna have a Skarm in the graveyard, and also we have a breakthrough skill. So actually this is almost an ideal hand. Maybe the only thing we would have liked to have is a Seer among these guys, or a Libich. But he's got Savankaber to begin with. I wanted to stop that so that it does not get the search, but unfortunately he has the best card, because now with enemy controller I do not only lose my breakthrough skill, but I also lose my my Beatrice effect. Like I have to use it right now, so I can't do nothing. So I have to send, I decided to send the Seer at this point to have an extra protection, and then I use the effect of Farfa that I detached to banish the Beatrice. Why? Because I was afraid he it was a rank up Xyz with a Gaia, for example, using my rank 6 Beatrice. That's why I did that. Dante to recycle the Seer, but at this point this won't be enough because he has everything he needs. He has the Dark Contract he just had it with the effect of the Savant Kepler. Look at that, he's got everything he needs at this point. We can't do nothing. It's got the Galaxy full armor for the dragon to pop my face up boy, and I'm done. Keep in mind that if I had for example a Lebech on the field, when he popped that, I could have summoned a monster from my hand. So we just needed either Lebech or maybe just a Seer among the materials, so that I would have sent the Lebech and we have double summon on the field. Keep in mind that there is just about that, so these little particulars that can change the duel. So this was my last that interrupted my hate win streak, so I hope you enjoyed this and you can learn some top tier plays from it. Of course guys, if you have some questions, feel free to ask me wherever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one, and good luck for your Kissy Cup.